VLSos here. This is a video lesson, circle area. The area of a circle, or any shape, is the space that fills the circle. There's a formula to calculate the area of a circle. And that formula is the area is equal to the special number pi times the radius of the circle squared. You can point to this. A is for area, and the R is the circle's radius. Pi is a number, and if we needed to approximate the area, we would need to approximate pi, and a very good approximation for pi is 3.142. That's pi rounded to the nearest thousandth. Might be helpful in our notes to remind us that the diameter, d, of a circle is 2 times the radius of that circle. Very often when we work with circles, formulas, they include a radius or diameter, or the problem requires a radius or diameter, and we might have one and need to find the other with this reminder. Diameter is twice the radius. Let's have an example. We could draw a circle and be given the diameter of the circle. Let's imagine the circle's diameter is 12. We can calculate the area of the circle. Area is equal to pi times the radius squared. We don't have the radius immediately, but we can use the diameter to find the radius. I'm going to draw a radius, and the radius will be half the diameter. If I know the diameter, I can find the radius by taking half of it. Now that I have the radius of 6, I can substitute 6 into this formula, and I'll get the area is equal to pi times that radius of 6 squared. I can go a little further, and I can square 6 to get 36, so that's equal to 36 pi. 36 pi is an exact answer for the area. Pi is not a variable, it's a number. But I can approximate 36 pi by substituting the value, the good approximation for pi, 3.142. And I can multiply 36 times this approximation will give me 113.097 approximately for the area. An approximation is good because it's a number that we're familiar with and that we can understand. Sometimes an exact area is needed, and you'll have to keep pi as the symbol pi to be exact. Let's work one more example. Let's begin. The area of a circle is 9 pi. The exact area is 9 pi. And we're asked, what is the diameter? I'm going to use the same formula that relates the area and the radius, but in this case, I have the area known to be 9 pi. So I'll set 9 pi, the area, is equal to pi times the radius of this circle squared, and solve for the radius. The problem is asking me for the diameter, but if I can find the radius with this formula, then I'll double it to get the diameter in the end. I need to solve this equation for r. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to divide both sides by pi. Pi times r squared divided by pi will cancel out the pi's, leaving r squared. And on the other side, 9 times pi divided by pi will cancel out the pi, leaving just 9. I can undo the square with the inverse of squaring, which is square root. So if I square root both sides, I will get r by itself. And if I take the square root of 9, I get 3. I also get negative 3, but I'm going to ignore the result of a radius being negative because a radius is a distance in a circle and distances must be positive. Again, in solving for r, I get both negative 3 and 3. But I can ignore the result of r being negative 3 because the radius is a distance and a distance has to be positive. In this case, the radius is positive 3. The problem asked me for the diameter. And I know that the diameter is equal to twice the radius of the circle, or in this case, twice 3, which makes a diameter of 6.